Hi, this is Christina Brown Morrison for Transit Talk, and I am here at the Space Coast Area Transit's office with the Interim Transit Director, Scott Nelson, and Transit Planner, Terry Jordan. And today they are going to be sharing with me some really exciting news for the community. There's new schedules and routes and lots of updates going up, so I'm going to let them tell us a little bit about that. And Scott, I'll start it off with you. What is the process of the maps and the schedules here at Space Coast Area Transit?
Well, Christina, it's pretty complicated actually. You might not think that it is, but we have a lot of ideas kind of percolating around, even going back a few years. Ideas that have been submitted by citizens and leaders and drivers and riders and just all different, they come from different places, and we put them all together and try to see what's practical. And sometimes we'll send a bus out to test a new route or some changes. And then we have internal meetings. Sometimes we have public meetings even to get some more input. And then we finally decide on what's practical and what we can actually go forward with. And then we do the process of entering into spreadsheets for the Google Trip Planner, actually, very detailed spreadsheets with all time changes and map changes and so forth. And then it finally is able to go to the printers, and we print new schedules and placards. This is a placard, and I botched it.
That's all right. So you've got the new placards, and that is a pretty involved process that I didn't realize that's how much goes into it. So for 2017 and 2018, the new schedules are going out. Can you give me a condensed, because I'm sure there's a condensed version of some of those new changes that we're going to see?
There are a lot of changes this time around, especially to Route 4. Route 4 and 6 have 3 buses on them between 9 and about 5 p.m. And they are going to be evenly spaced now, 20 minutes apart. We've been talking about that for a couple of years. And the buses, the 4 routes that pass through the Cocoa Transit Center are going to be meeting more closely this time. So it should reduce the waiting times for the passengers connecting between the buses, between Route 1, 4, 6, and 8, all 4 of those routes. And then the Route 1, in the last trip to the last trip leaving the government center at 7 o'clock is going to go all the way through to Titusville, which it didn't before, so we've had a lot of requests for that. And then the routes that connect with Route 4, which is Route 3 at the Merritt Square Mall, that whole schedule is changing because the Route 4 schedule changes, and then also Route 7 connects with 6, and so that has to change as well in order to still match up. In the south area, we have 4 routes that are changing quite a bit. Route 23 currently goes to Palm Bay Hospital, but it's not going to go there anymore. We're shortening that route up a little bit, and Route 22 is going to be going there when we implement the changes. And then Eastern Florida State College has asked us to make some changes around there, so routes 28 and 29 that go to the college are going to also be changing up there.
Wow. There's a lot of changes. Terry, when do all these changes go into effect?
Well, these service changes are actually going to go into effect this Saturday, October 7th.
Okay.
However, customers and passengers can use our website at 321transit.com to view the upcoming changes and get themselves familiar with the changes before they actually take effect this Saturday.
Great. So yeah, you don't have to be surprised. Now, behind us, there is a lot of boxes and placards and everything. How many of these are the maps and the schedules that are going to be going out. How many of these does it take to actually communicate with the community on what the changes are?
We order about 250,000, 227,000 schedules currently this year, which is down a lot from somewhat from last year, somewhat from the year before, as more people migrate over to the mobile website and the 321 Transit website to get their schedule information. So that saves us some money. That's a good thing for us. We have a lot of schedule outlets in Brevard County, like 140 at the government centers, libraries, the transit terminals, some businesses, tourist centers, and hotels on the beach side, for instance. So people can get those schedules all over the county.
Okay, that's really good to know. So they're easy to get. Terry, do you have anything to add as far as anywhere else that people can get those transit schedules?
We also have the app for the mobile app for tablets and smartphones that passengers can utilize to get access to the information as well. All they have to do is go to their favorite app store and type in 321 Transit, and they'll be able to pull up the app right away and then start download it and utilize it. As Scott mentioned, we also have the mobile website that they can use, or the desktop that they can visit 321transit.com as well and view the information there. As Scott mentioned, we found that as our passengers and users are migrating to the mobile sites, we're seeing less and less schedules being printed, which is also a good benefit for us because we save some money that way. Another good thing about downloading the app is that we offer a couple of free rider days throughout the year, and by utilizing the app, the passenger can just display it to their operator and ride the service for free. As a matter of fact, we're going to have one coming up November 2nd during our annual Central Florida Mobility Week. So on November 2nd, we anticipate that we're going to have a free rider day. So if you don't have the app, go ahead and get it now so you can use it then.
Yes, mark your calendars. Well, it's really exciting. It sounds like there's a lot of new things coming up into the future, and the way that you're communicating with people now, all the new technologies. What would you say some of the most significant improvements are and different transit enhancements that people are going to be seeing from Space Coast Area Transit?
Okay. Well, one of the enhancements, typically Space Coast Area Transit tries to update our website generally about every 5 years or so, or as new technologies come available. And we expect within Mobility Week this year, we'll see the unveiling of our new 321 Transit state-of-the-art, 321transit.com state-of-the-art website. Another area that we are venturing into is intelligent transportation systems technology, which is technology that is utilized on the buses. An area that we see a benefit will be for myself and Scott when we're designing routes and planning routes, that we'll have real-time information going forward that allows us to get data about ridership, on-time performance, stop analysis, things of that nature. But I think the real benefit for the customers is that they'll now have the ability, or will have the ability, to know when the bus is expected to arrive at their bus stop, not just based on a printed schedule anymore, but by utilizing one of our mobile applications, they can see when the bus will arrive at the stop, so they can plan their trip before even leaving their home or place of business and know when the bus is there. Because like me as a transit user, one of the biggest areas that I find a concern when I go to a new city or when I'm using transit is that I can tell when the bus is supposed to be there, but I don't even know if it's gonna come by at that expected time or if it's even passed by. So passengers now have the ability to know if the bus is late, if it's on time, when to get there at the bus stop. So they'll have more reliability and just a better peace of mind knowing that they will have less wait time at the bus stop because they'll have the information of when to expect the service to arrive. Wow,
so that is going to make riding transit a lot more convenient, knowing when that's going to happen. So this has been really informative. There's a lot involved and a lot of exciting updates. I do believe that the rider alerts for some of these new route changes are going to be posted on our Facebook page at the 321 Transit, also on Twitter as well. As you said, the website and the app. If somebody watching wants to call, is there a phone number? Who's the best person to call?
Yep, the ride line is 321-633-1878, and you can get information there.
Great. Well, Scott, Terry, thank you so much for being here today. We were really interested to hear all the different things. If you would like to find out more information specifically on all the different routes, 321transit.com, and also our video camera operator just let us know that there was a live viewer that wanted some more information on the college's routes. So actually, before I close, I'm gonna have Scott recap on the changes to the Eastern Florida State College routes beginning October 5th, real quick for the live audience.
Okay, October 7th.
October 7th, see, October 7th.
The college has done construction, and so we can't go into our old bus stop on Titan Way anymore.
Okay.
So now we are stopping out on the street. We're kind of bypassing, going around the outside perimeter of the college. So there's the bus stop at the bus shelter on Wickham Road. We'll still stop there, and also at a new bus stop on Post Road, pretty close to the King Center. And so that's where the buses will stop.
Okay, great. So that is a new update for Eastern Florida State College. Thank you so much for asking some of those questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave those in the comments section, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible on those. And so until October 7th, that's when the new routes will go out, and stay tuned for more information on our Facebook page and website. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.